Field of Dreams has many themes that run through it. Fathers and sons, redemption, chasing one's dreams, and also achieving your dreams. I mean, what's cooler than being able to watch your dad's favorite player, Shoeless Joe Jackson, play baseball again? Which got me to thinking, when it comes to deceased former baseball players, who are the fellas that are, to borrow a notable baseball film title, in a league of their own? What would be better than pitching the Sultan of SWAT, watching the great Bambino, Babe Ruth hit a home run off of you, just so you could laugh about it 10 minutes later with a dog and a cold one. Or maybe 3 hot dogs for him, let's be fair to George Herman. How about seeing the relay from the great one, Roberto Clemente and right, with the greatest outfield arm ever, throwing a cannon to Jackie Robinson at second. Two of the most influential players in not just baseball, but American sports, impacting black and Latino life forever. Imagine getting hitting tips from the splendid splinter Ted Williams. Don't swing level, swing slightly up. And then you could go fly fishing with Ted, or just fly to play with him for the post party. Yes, he was polarizing and his flaws are well documented, but if you're a real daredevil, you could try to be the guy at third base as Ty Cobb was ready to spike you on a moment's will. Imagine playing wiffle ball with the hammer Hank Aaron, watching park a deep drive to left with ease. Imagine Joltin' Joe DiMaggio thwacking line drives all over the field and then gazing at the graceful gate. Or watching Mickey Mantle hit a moonshot with a sky so blue it hurts to look at. I'd like to ask Honus Wagner what it feels like to be the greatest shortstop ever and tell him his card sells for $6 million. I'd love to be the left fielder watching little bowling ball Kirby Puckett make a catch off the Metrodome wall like he did in Game 6 of the '91 World Series. I'd like to step into the box against Walter Johnson, Cy Young, or Christy Mathewson, but have Yogi Berra behind the plate. He could catch the ball and be quick with a quip right after it. How about Billy Martin in the dugout, always jawing, always ready for a dust-up? Or Casey Stengel regaling you with stories. You could look it up. And then there's the board entertainers. I'd love to be the catcher for Mark the Bird Fidrich or Jose Lima. Lima time was always a good time. I'd love to hear Vin Scully or Jack Buck or Red Barber's voice calling the game with a public address announcer. Because in a sport without a clock, the game remains timeless. For all the famous quotes from Field of Dreams, if you build it, he will come, ease his pain, go the distance. The one I love most of all is people will come, Ray. People will most definitely come. James Earl Jones still with us at the age of 91, playing writer Terrence Mann giving a golden speech of truisms about the essence of the national pastime. Which brings up another fascinating topic. Which writer would you want to attend a baseball game with? John Heyman? I'll take Hemingway with Joe D in center in the Bronx. But the player I'd most like to play with, Ernie Banks. You know why? Because at the end, Ernie'd say, let's play two. All right, back here at the main set with John Heyman and Jake Peavy. Fun topic, right, Jake? Deceased former player to play baseball with. Who's your pick?
Oh, man, you just took me through so many that I just would die to go back. I'm an old-timer at heart. Felt like I was way beyond time. But for me, it's Satchel Paige. I'm a Mobile, Alabama guy, and we have Satchel and Willie McCovey and Hank Aaron, Ozzie Smith, Billy Williams, a lot of incredible games. But we talk about Satchel Paige. He made his major league debut at 42 years old. That would be me in a few years trying to figure it out. And then at 59 years old, pitched for the Kansas City A's.
That's insane.
Again, just the endurance that it took before Jackie Robinson and just where he was in time and place, and arguably the greatest baseball player to ever play, Satchel Paige.
Also some great one-liners. Don't look back, something might be gaining on you. Very wise, man. John,
that was great, Adnan, and thank you for the shout-out. I am still living, by the way, as I'm sitting right next to you.
Watch a game with him.
Probably knew that. I got to go with Mickey Mantle. I caught the end of his career, grew up here in New York. Yeah. Everyone was telling me, oh, he's old and beaten down, he's going to have to retire. He did retire, but if you look at his last 4 years, had an OPS plus of 150 over those 4 years when he supposedly couldn't play anymore. I think he's underrated. Look at his stats, 172 OPS plus for his career. So I'd love to see him play and love to play.
By the way, a 110 WAR in under 20 seasons as well. Like, it's remarkable. We all know Mickey wasn't healthy always, the carousing. I mean, if you could just have had him in this era, right? Protein shakes and dialed in and focus, it'd be incredible.
I mean, every year in his prime, he led the league in OPS. I mean, look at it. I mean, incredible. Just an incredible athlete, runner, power, amazing.